Hi YouTube, this is JJ714 coming back at you. I am going to talk about now foundation. There is a wealth of foundation now. That's why I really love the fact that regardless of, let me adjust my camera a little bit for some reason. It seems like it keeps cutting my head off. But there's a lot of different products and makeup, and one thing that I really like is, there are certain makeups that I do really, really love. Like I love Mary Kay makeup. As I mentioned before, I'm considering getting back into Mary Kay. I also love Coastal Scents makeup. But even with the makeups that I love, sometimes I find that certain products do not exactly work for me. So especially as I get older and so forth, that I have to either change what I'm doing or, maybe blend different things. And I know a lot of people, for instance, they like to use a particular product, a straight line, like for a minute. I love Clinique. So I was buying, not only the products that I use to wash my face, but I was buying Clinique makeup. But sometimes when your situation changes, such as, the economy the way that it is, you don't want anything to keep you from being able to be fashion forward. So what I've learned is, I like to have a little bit of everything, maybe a little high-end product. I may use that mainly for skincare. But then when it comes to my makeup, I can also go into Walmart, CVS, or any places like that and buy some of the makeup there. It doesn't have to be high-end, but for me, the most important thing is not so much what you put on outside as much as what you do on the inside, but also making sure that you have a good cleansing regimen. I think that's going to be key, because if you eat right, you drink your water, you exercise, you do all the things, you get enough sleep, take your vitamins. I think I mentioned eat properly. That's going to be larger key than what you put on the outside. But what I want to talk about right now is foundation, because a lot of ladies and I've met in the past that they say, well, I don't wear makeup because I don't know how to, put foundation on or whatever. But I'm going to tell you, when I first started wearing makeup, I didn't wear foundation. God had blessed me with good genes and so forth. And then I was in the Air Force, so I was in climates that were initially, it was really, really hot in the summertime. So my skin really did well, because when I was like in my preteens and so forth, I had a lot of acne up here, especially my hair. I have bumps and like whiteheads, blackheads, and my skin was very oily in my T-zone. But being in the sun, it actually balanced out my skin, that after I left Spain, I didn't have any problems with too much oiliness. And if I did, I would just make sure that I either wash my face. I wash my face at least 2 to 3 times a day, and sometimes, especially like if I sweat, I may go to the restroom and put some cool water on my face, pat it or whatever, and I would just put my lip gloss back on, put a little bit mascara on, and go. So it just depends what you consider beauty, but I think really true beauty comes from within. But again, I'm going to talk about foundations, because there's so much out there today that you can experiment with a little bit of everything, and that's what I do. Now, I have to say that I like all of these particular foundations that I'm going to show you, and I'll tell you why I like them, and that's just my personal opinion. I love Clinique. This one is my favorite that I use is the Superbalance makeup. And the color that I have is amber. What I like about it is 100% fragrance free. It absorbs oil, and it's a great oil control. When I use this a lot, even in the summertime, because sometimes I work out in the evenings or at lunch. And if I have makeup on, like first thing in the morning, I don't have time to necessarily take the makeup off. So even though I tend to wash my face, but if there's a point that I don't have opportunity to wash my face, when I use this, all I have to do is lightly pat my face, or either, get a blow dry or something, and dry my face down, because it doesn't run. I used to go walking when I was working. I would go walking for lunch, and people would say to me when I came back, they would be like, Janice, your makeup is, I know you went exercising, but your makeup is still on. It didn't drip, and that's what I really, really like, about it. So this is a plus for me, and I got this from Macy's. And the best thing, ladies, too, if you're not sure about the color, what color you need, one of the best ways is to test color on your arm, because your arm tends to be a little bit darker than your face, and you can test it. But also, just go in and ask one of the ladies at the counter, can you please do, I'm trying to find a good foundation for my face. Could you please do, like a little, test for me? And they will do that for you. Now, the other makeup or foundation that I like is Raw Minerals. I like Raw Minerals because one is mineral. It's a powder foundation. Now, I have it in Deep 1. See, you can see that. I also have it in Deep 2. You may ask, well, why do you have it in two different colors? I'm going to tell you. In the summer, I tend to turn not really, really dark, but I do get a tan. And I tend to use the Deep 1 for my skin tone because it is not heavy. It gives me a really sheer cover. And it's light. It's not, I mean, it feels just like you don't have anything at all. And I feel the same way about this one. Now, the 2, I use this mostly in the wintertime. It's a little bit darker, but sometimes what I'll do is I will mix the 2, especially like if I'm going to an evening event and I want a little bit more coverage, I will blend these 2 together to get another color. Now, in that also, in the Raw Minerals, you have the Active Veil Sunscreen, which is a SPF 18. You can put this on. I normally, because now this is, I don't know if you can see it, and I don't have this one open, but I'll bring it up closer. But it's actually like light powder. Excuse me, my phone. It's actually a lighter powder, and what it is after you put your makeup on, you want to put some of this on to set your makeup, and it's SP also. So I do use that as well. The other one that I use is I use Sheer Cover. Sheer Cover is a mineral base foundation as well. I experimented because I do like Raw Minerals, but at one time I was using Raw Minerals, and for some reason it seemed like it was not giving me the coverage that I want. But then I had, purchased quite a few of it, and I didn't want to throw it away. But since I revisited again, it really, really gives me the coverage that I like. It's light, and I don't have to worry about it. These are my sheer cover. I have, this one is Mocha. I have Almond, which is a little bit lighter. And then one of my favorite ones is Chocolate. It's darker, and I've actually used this one, so that's why. Let me see if I can put it up. And this is what the chocolate one looks like. And I also have the sheer cover. This is a smaller one of the Almond, which you can get it in travel size too, but this is a larger and smaller. And the great part too about them, I got this as a free gift. When you purchase from Sheer Cover, every time you purchase, they will send you a free gift on your next one, because you can set it up like where you can get it every like 2 to 3 months. And I got this. This is really cute. It's like a little travel one, but you actually have your I'm trying to, I'm losing my thought, but you have your concealer at the top, and then the second part, which if I can flip it up without making it spill, which is, oops, the bottom portion of it. Your concealer is up here at the very top, and then you can put your powder underneath. And I thought that was really, very neat. So it's refillable. So that's what I really, really loved about my sheer cover. And I mostly use this one for real in the summer because it is a little bit lighter. They do make it for different skin tones, but I find that I have to definitely mix their colors with each other, because especially the almond and even the mocha. The mocha is like a brown, but if I use it in the summer, especially with the tan, it doesn't show up that much. I mean, I could tell that I have a coverage, but I mostly blend it with my chocolate. The chocolate one, I love to wear it by itself, especially like if I'm going to the gym and I want, just to put something on to give me a little bit of, smoother skin. I'll put this one on without anything other than maybe I'll put some Vaseline on my lips or lip gloss on my lip, and maybe I'll put some mascara on if I just want a little made up look. But I love sheer cover, and what attracted me about sheer cover was that they showed women that had serious problems, like maybe skin irritations or something. One lady, she had like a birthmark, I believe, and they actually put it on, and she put it on, and it covered up everything. So the dual concealer, I use it for my eyes. This is sheer cover also. This is a bigger size, and this is a smaller size. They're both the same color, which is tan/dark. But my favorite one, which I do have to get more of because I'm almost out of this one, is a dark deep, which works better for me. And what I do with this, I not only put it, for me, I get dark circles under my eyes, but I also use it as a primer for my eyeshadow. So, and my final one, which I will be using this today when I do my makeup tutorial, is Black Radiance. Now, I love this stuff. I don't know, it's called Complexion Perfection, and I have it in Mocha number 8914. It is just, my skin feels so like baby smooth when I put it on, and it looks baby smooth. I mean, I put it on without wearing any makeup, just put it on and put some lip gloss on and mascara, and I've actually had people stop me and say, "Oh, your skin looks so beautiful, what do you have on?" And I almost forget that I have it on. And when I tell them Black Radiance, they look at me like, the stuff that they sell at Walmart, I'm like, yeah. And it's not that expensive. I forgot how much this costs, but I think it may be like $4 or $5 with tax. And I've never tried this one before, but I am going to use the powder. But I figure, and this is just pressed powder, but I figure if I get great results with this, I'm going to get even greater results using the combination of the two. One thing that I did forget to mention, I got two other products that I got that I forgot to mention in my mini haul on my last video. I picked this up from CVS, and this is Black Radiance. It was $2.99, and this is a liquid lip color. The color is Bronze Elegance. And see if you can see it. It's so beautiful. I love that. And I feel that I could, how I will use it is use like a light lipstick and then put this on. And actually, the lipstick that I purchased about a week ago, which is Sun Drenched Bronze Powder, I think that's going to go perfect together. And the other final product, which is a hair product I got, is the Mane and Tail Deep Moisturizing Conditioner. Now I am trying to grow my hair out. And I know that a lot of people have been using I'm trying to think of it, I could see it, but it's very expensive. I think it's like almost $30, like 20 something, $30 a box. I'm sorry, I said box, but a bottle. I think it's called Tex, Mix Tex or something like that. I'll try to get the spelling of it right. But my only concern with using that is, one, if it works. I mean, I know that it works for some people, but I also know that some things that work for some people may not work for another person. But then I was reading where this young lady, I think it was on long hair care forum, where she had mentioned, she had seen all the reviews on the Mex Text, and then she thought about it, how she used to use the Mane and Tail, which I think the Mex Text is either actually something that's supposed to be a little upgrade from this, because it was basically used for the same thing that the Mane and Tail did. But she said, well, I went and got this, and she got one other product, and she said the things that she got, she paid under $12 for it. I bought this from the beauty and supply store for like it was like $3 and I think 79 or cents or 99 cents or something like that. But I did used to use not only the conditioner, but I use conditioner and the shampoo. Now I'm not planning to use the shampoo because I'm trying to mostly use natural shampoos, but I will be using this. Probably won't be using it by itself. What I normally try to do is mix it with some different oils or other hair growth products I'm using, like my jojoba oil, and I have some emu oil, and some other different products I'll probably mix it with. But it worked for my hair at one time. It smells pretty good without adding anything. When I added the other stuff like raw honey and so forth to it, it wasn't the greatest smell. But then of course when you're trying to improvise and come up with things that really work on your hair, they may not smell the best. It's just like medicine. It don't necessarily taste good, but it works and do what it needs to do. So I'm going to be using up this bottle, and depending on how well it works, I will probably be putting this back into my hair regimen, because it really did work for me. It's natural moisture retention treatment, repairs dry damaged hair, provides maximum moisturizer, and restores hair strength. And I'm gonna just try it and see. It doesn't have the best ingredients in it, I know, but with everything by prayer and faith, that's how I try to look at it. So now that I did my product review, a product haul, I've talked about my foundations. I am going to come back. I'm going to wash my face and come back, and then I'll start doing my makeup tutorial. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.